Hey, what up, guys? So you're probably here for my meter management series, not financial advice. Okay, anything, anything you hear, see, or do here is all for educational purposes, and you're here to learn. But I'm gonna show you my examples here that I've done for my portfolio and try to bridge the gap using games. You hear me? Okay. So, anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at my portfolio real quickly. We're gonna go and check out my Robinhood account right here. There it is. So I got that much. That was all today. That I'm up about what 0.86% today. So things were looking pretty good. We'll go ahead and look at the weekly too. On the actually, on the month I've been doing really well. Yeah, I am up 22% in the past month. What the hell? Honestly, no. The tides of the economy are actually kind of shifting a bit. So that's really what it comes down to here. But if you're here, I want to show you my example here of being able to kind of compare games to, well, the stock market. And I'm gonna use Cult of the Lamb as a ways of introducing you to the idea of passive income. Passive income versus working. So Cult of the Lamb, let me explain the general premise of the game to you guys, if you don't know. Basically Animal Crossing, if I could put it as best I could, it's Animal Crossing with roguelike. So basically combat elements, right? And you're a lamb. This is the part where you explain the game. You're a lamb, and you're the head of your own cult. Everyone that follows you does your bidding, basically. Why they're following you, I don't know. It's because they believe in you. They truly believe in you. But I won't dive too much into that aspect. I want to dive more into the aspect that if you understand Animal Crossing, you would know that you need resources, you have currency, and you have, well, I guess villagers. In this case, they are followers. So I'll take you a quick walk around my village here without spending too much time because I don't want to use my in-game time. But here, let's look at it really quick, okay? So I got people, I got my followers. They are mining for right here. They're mining for stone and wood right here in the back, and they're also refining that into better materials right there. This is where they sleep. This is where the crops grow. This is literally where I make the crops so I can feed them. They can keep on going. It's a little bare here. There's my church. This is where all the the worship happens. And how they keep on believing in me so they can keep on working hard. There are other things right around here. There's a prison right there. And this is like the main shrine here where they really do worship and obey. They do everything I say. So why am I telling you this though? It's because the reason you're here. I'm trying to relate it to this. Stonks. So I'm trying to relate it to. Basically, money, you can make your money work for you if you just put in the stock market. But of course you have to understand what that all means. So I'm gonna share with you my portfolio. I use my portfolio to keep my flow of income coming in. As you can see, I have some buying power. So that's basically money you can use to, buy stock. You can use it for option plays. So say you want to write an option call on something. Here's some fundamentals first though before I jump into my portfolio. You might see that I only have three stocks there: Amazon, Google, and AMC. Those are literally three. So there's a very important reason why I have Amazon and Google, and that's, well, there's a couple reasons. But the main reason is, if you're watching this video, you're either watching it right now live on Twitch, or you're watching it on my YouTube. And I'm sure you probably don't know, but both of those entities are not their own. They are owned by two different companies. And if you're paying attention, I already mentioned who they are. Amazon owns Twitch, and Google owns YouTube. Okay, so basically, if you know those two things, then you already understand a bit about the stock. Those are only like parts of those companies' streams of income. Obviously, Google, they're advertised everywhere. There are many Google products. Your phone probably runs on Google. You probably did a Google search on something today while you were thinking about it at work. I know I did. So, or maybe you did sometime the last few days. Amazon, you probably buy stuff from them on a weekly basis. You probably use your Twitch Primes on something, on your favorite streamer, to get those subs. But again, Twitch is owned by Amazon. Amazon is a very big company. They had The Boys on Amazon Prime. You watch that. Love that show. There's many aspects of companies that you probably don't think about. But if you think about the things that you own, use, this computer is running on Microsoft, which is also part of the SPY, which is what I also want to bring in here. SPY. It's I'll change the window right here. SPY is what tracks like the main like some of the big companies in the S&P 500. And included within them, I actually have a special list of it. Amazon, Google are contained within the SPY. Basically, I use the SPY as usually like a compass. If SPY is doing well, that means either the economy is doing well or the companies contained within it are also doing well. So that also includes like your Microsofts, your Apples, obviously Amazon and Google are in there. Tesla's in there, Facebook. There's a good number of others, but those are like the main ones. And so those two are comprised of a large part of my portfolio, which is a big part of my portfolio, if I must say. I'll go back to my Robinhood here. If I show you the equity, that would show you how much it's all completely worth, your equity. So I own 100 shares of Amazon. That's literally 14.5K right there. 200 shares of AMC, which is about 5K, and 68 shares of Google, which is about 8K. So that's a lot. That's what makes up of this 27K here. So those are the main holds. Those are what we call long-term holds. They are literally just the stock I hold, and they are the foundation of my portfolio here. Secondarily to that are options. So you may not know what options are. I will make a more thorough video on that. But options are what allow you to play a stock without actually owning it. But you actually can play specific options on it by owning it. So what I have there is an Iron Condor and Lucid, 2 covered calls on AMC, and a covered call on Amazon. So those are all forms of passive income. Back onto the subject of these guys here, my townspeople, how they're all doing work for me here in the game. That's basically what all these guys here are doing for me IRL. They are, in a ways, they are working for me, and in a ways, I'm their leader. So that you have to think about it that way. You can have fun with it, of course. It's when you piece your portfolio, they should all be things you trust and believe in, and not just things that people are trying to write up on Twitter or YouTube or you should really truly understand the companies that you're going to be buying stock in, so that way you understand how they work as a company. Covered calls, this is going to be very brief. The option plays I have on them, basically I have 100 shares. When you're dealing with options, you're dealing specifically with 100 shares. You're able to make more money on just the stock appreciation. If you understand stock appreciation, that means you make money on the stock going up, and then you sell it at a certain point. That's stock appreciation. That's literally the only way. But with options, it'll allow you to make money on the way up or down, or if things are flat or neutral. So covered calls, it's actually one strategy that kind of goes both ways. If the stock doesn't move at all, you get to keep the money they give you for the covered call premium. We could even go look at that. The Amazon example right here. So on this one today, since I'm able to write, this is AMC. This will be a good example though. I can write 2 contracts on AMC. Since I own 200 shares, that allows me to be able to write two covered call contracts on it. Okay, well, more on that in another video. But I was able to write two contracts at 55 and get 110 bucks for writing it. They deposit that right into your account and it's ready to use. And then secondarily here, my Amazon covered call. I own 100 shares of Amazon. I was able to collect $77 because I own 100 shares of Amazon, and I'm willing to sell them at $152.50 by this expiration date right here. Okay, so basically, on top of owning it, I'm agreeing to make money just because I hold it and agree to sell it. Now you can actually close those. There's a strategy called buy to sell or buy to close, or depending on the option strategy, you either buy to close or you sell to close. Again, we'll go on that in another video. But that's that's a major part of my portfolio, covered calls. And then the last part here is what we call the Iron Condor. It's an option play. I'll open that up. It's an option play on Lucid here. Basically, if you want to play stock options, you want to do it on stocks that you're able to track the performance of. So I can quickly go and look at Lucid's chart here. Let's go ahead and do that. Because there's a lot of mumbo jumbo, but let's just go ahead and look at Lucid. Lucid is an electric car manufacturer. They're somewhat of a competitor to Tesla in ways. But I've been following the stock since last year. We could go ahead and look at the 3-month chart here. You can see that it has not changed very much within the last 3 months. This is even with the funky wavy chart. Alright, you follow that? So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Webull. And you will see that I have some lines drawn out specifically for Lucid. And I hope that it falls within the range. I'm going to go on the 15-minute. You see the colored zone here? I have that kind of just drawn out because I want it to follow that pattern there. You see, using what we call Fibonacci here, it's able to track how the algorithms like to play or move the stock. Seeing how this one is kind of a speculative play and hasn't really moved in the last few months. We can even go to the 4-hour chart. You've seen that it's gone from way up to kind of way down, but not really much has moved in the last part of the year. So I predict that it's not moving very much, and hence I play a neutral strategy, which is the Iron Condor. And as long as it's within this colored area, basically I can make money on that specific type of price movement. So I've been able to do that. You might not be able to understand it now, but if I go in closely on the Lucid Iron Condor that I have here, so that says 17 right here, but there's what is called a collateral of $100 that allows this contract to be in existence, I suppose. And so what you do is, because it's perfectly within the zone, I will make a Iron Condor video on this. That explains it way better. Basically, as long as it falls within the zone that I have for it, it will continue to make money. And then I buy to close the contract and collect the rest of the collateral. So if I close that out today, I would subtract 100 from, or 17 from 100 and collect, is that $83. So that's a really big investment. That's a very big return. In fact, it's about that's a lot. So it's a lot, quite a lot. So you would get all that back. But what are the closing points here? That's basically my portfolio. I try to mix several strategies, some that are short term, some that are long term, and the price of my portfolio, or like the total worth of my portfolio, grows as a result of it. But of course, if you're playing the market, you have to understand how things move, and we'll go over that in future videos. But I just wanted to show you my portfolio, show you what I got. I'll get into the more advanced stuff as we go, but hopefully that helps you understand a little bit more. I'll cut things down to a bit. But yeah, you're the leader, your stocks are your followers, and you want them to do well for you, so you must monitor how well they do. And then you act accordingly. You make option contracts on it, you sell it, You know, that's all up to how you feel is right for you. So hopefully that explains things a bit, helps you get understand what you're trying to do with a portfolio. You know, everyone wants to make money, but you know, if you wanna earn it, you're gonna have to learn it. And if you really want what you desire, you're gonna have to jump through the fire. Okay, so that's it, guys. See you in the next one.